So check it out, the behind the back weave. This was one of the first poi tricks I ever learned that really required me to spend weeks and weeks learning specific skills and putting them all together into the final poi product. And that's the same way that I teach it pretty much to this day. But what if there's a quicker way to get there? Well, I may have found it, and I'm going to share it with you in this video. Drex here from DrexFactor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what might just be the cheat code for getting down the behind the back weave. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecha, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these amazing companies and the work they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. So the 3-beat weave, like the behind the back weave, is usually something that we learn in stages. We start off just with basic skills of being able to do tic-tacs back and forth across our bodies. Then we work on getting down 2 beats, either with the right hand on top or the left hand on top. And then we work on getting down the full 3-beat weave. It's true whether the weave is in front of us or behind our backs like so. But I have a tutorial for how to get down a 3-beat weave that doesn't involve going through all those intermediary steps. It involves simply twisting and untwisting your arms until you can get the poi to spin continuously. It's kind of a cheat code for learning the 3-beat weave. And a few weeks ago, I had a student ask me, well, is there a similar cheat code for behind the back weaves? And at first I said no. But then I got to thinking about it, and I realized there might actually be a similar shortcut. So I shared it with the student, and wouldn't you know it, it made the behind the back weave click for him. So I'm going to share it with all of you and see if it has the same effect for you. I am still going to give you some intermediary steps to warm up to it, simply because I think they're probably still a good idea. But suffice to say, if you just want to skip ahead to the part of the lesson where I lay down this new technique, you can jump to this time code right here and get started. But otherwise, we're going to do a little bit of work getting down behind the back planes first. So this is an exercise I got from an old Nick Woolsey video, and it's still something that I give everybody who wants to learn behind the back stuff. Basically, you start with the poi spinning on your side, and you walk around in a little circle, all the way around until you get your arm wrapped around behind your back and the poi spinning on the side of you. If you look at it from the side here, what I'm doing is basically starting with the poi spinning forwards on my side, and as I turn around, there's a really key moment where I switch from having my palm down to my palm up in the small of my back here. And as I keep on going, I wind up with the poi spinning at the side of me, but now it looks like it's going reverse. Now, I want to be able to walk into that and walk back out, going back and forth and maintaining clear planes the entire way around. When I get to this point where I've got the poi spinning with my hand behind my back, I want to get in 10 reps like this before I exit back out. Of course, we also want to do this same exercise with the left hand. Once again, get the poi spinning forwards at your side and walk around in a little circle and get the poi to spin reverse on your side here for at least 10 beats before you exit back out. Awesome. If you run into trouble at any stage of this, basically if you start losing control of the planes at any point, go back to the last point where you had control and then slowly work your way forward and hang out there for a few beats. Work your way just a little bit more forward and hang out for a few beats. You want to have complete control of every single spot where your hand and poi can be in the course of wrapping your hand around behind you. Okay, so for the next step, you're going to work on getting down behind the back tic-tacs. A tic-tac is this little move right here where I'm passing the poi back and forth across my body. When I'm doing it in front of myself here, it winds up being that there's a little cross point that is out in front of me where the poi crosses from my right side to my left side and back again. Now, we want to get down the same technique with your hand reaching behind you. Now that cross point is going to be pointed back away from you. So it should look like this to somebody who's standing behind you. Your hand is going to be passing back and forth through the small of your back and getting the poi to spin on either side of you. Awesome. If you find yourself in a position where like the poi is hitting your leg or say hitting your shoulder as it goes around, it means you're not reaching far enough. You can also pivot your upper body to help you get more purchase from side to side, and that is going to help make sure that you get better clearance on either side. And it probably goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Learn how to do this both with your right hand as well as with your left hand. Make sure that each hand is equally comfortable doing this. Okay, so this next bit is definitely optional, but it can't hurt, and that's to work on getting down 2 beats with your hands behind your back. Basically, I want to cross one hand over the other and keep the poi spinning the entire way through. Right now, I'm doing it with my right hand on top, but I also want to practice doing it with my left hand on top, like so. Again, you want to make sure that you can get in 10 reps with either hand on top, and then you're ready to move on to the final step here. All right, and now we get to the heart of the matter and the technique that I gave my student. Here's what you want to do. With the poi in hands, you want to cross your arms behind your back. Your forearms are going to be basically overlapping each other. One is on top of the other. Now, whichever hand is on bottom, you're going to drop your hand and you're going to reach back and around to cross your arms again. When you do that reach around, what you're doing is it's basically feeling a little bit like the backstroke, where you're creating a really big circle as you first reach forward, up, back, and then around, back, down. And when you arrive back down, you have recrossed your arms. So you're going to do this with each hand one by one. With my left hand, I'm going to drop it and do the backstroke and recross my arms. With my right hand, I'm going to drop it, do the backstroke, and recross my arms. Left hand, drop, bring it around. Right hand, drop, bring it around. Left hand, drop, bring it around. And right hand, drop, bring it around. Like so. Okay, so with these basics under our belt, we're going to do a little countdown each time we switch which hand is on top, starting by counting down 3 seconds, then 2 seconds, then 1 second. Each time, we're going to get in 10 reps. Here's what that looks like. Start with your arms crossed behind your back, and I'm going to let my right hand, since it's on bottom, drop, go around, and I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Left hand drops, goes around, 3, 2, 1. Right hand drops and goes around, 3, 2, 1. Left hand drops and goes around. And when getting in 10 reps at 3 seconds feels comfortable, you're going to drop down to only doing 2 seconds for each rep. So I drop down my right hand, come around, 1, 2. Left hand, come around, 1, 2. Right hand, come around, 1, 2. Left hand, come around, 1, 2. Again, shoot for 10 reps. Cool, and now I'm going to drop down to only doing 1 second in between each rep. Here's what that's going to look like. With my arms crossed and my right on bottom, I drop and come around, 1, drop and come around, 1, drop and come around, 1, drop and come around, 1. Keep on doing this until this cadence gets to feel natural and you can get in 10 reps without hitting yourself. Cool, so now I'm going to take out the pauses entirely. Crossing my arms behind my back with my right on bottom, I drop the right, I drop the left, I drop the right, I drop the left, I drop the right, I drop the left, I drop the right, I drop the left. Try and make sure whenever you drop a new hand that is dropping to the point where it is clear of the other hand rather than crossing over it to make sure they don't tangle. So at this point, really the only thing that's lacking in this is whenever you drop a hand and swing it around back, make sure that whichever hand is still hanging out there waiting to have the other hand wrap on top of it is also spinning the poi. You want to make sure that you get a rotation of the poi kind of hanging out under your armpit as the other hand is reaching around it. When you get to that, that's the behind the back 3-beat weave. Congratulations. Of course, using this technique, there is a risk that as you're using this technique, you wind up in a place where your hands are doing all the work. And this is going to put a lot of strain on your shoulders. Try and make sure that you pivot your upper body back and forth as you perform this behind the back weave in order to make sure that you aren't putting too much strain up here, because it will add up over time. But overall, I'm hoping that this breaks down some barriers and makes this move a little bit more accessible to a lot of people, because I get a lot of requests for this one. And for the most part, I have always looked at it as kind of a hill for people to climb. So let's hope that the top of that hill has just gotten a little closer. Did this new technique work for you? Please leave me a comment and let me know. Also be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help other people find this video and to help my channel grow. This video would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a huge shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you so much for your very generous support. And if you out there would like to get your name in the credits or access to a whole host of other awesome rewards, you can do that by checking out my Patreon over at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. I'll leave a link down in the description as well as up in the cards. Please help me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. Thank you in advance. And if you want the gory details on the long way around to learning the behind the back weave, I did a whole video on those techniques that I'll go ahead and leave a link to up here on screen as well as down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you get out and flow yourselves today, and I'll see you with a new video real soon. Take care now. Peace.